2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And one of the guys we'll be seeing tonight is Al Horford. He's not a flashy guy by any means, has never gotten all that much national media love, but Shaq, wouldn't you say he is as solid a post player as you'll find?
You know, he doesn't do anything with flash and doesn't have the big contract, but he plays like it. I just want to say muchas gracias, papi. He's from Dominican Republic.
Oh, muy bien. Well, he does everything you want a post player to do. I mean, honestly, he passes the basketball. He can handle it off a rebound. He moves it, post moves. He's improved his outside shot. But the only thing I would say is improve being more aggressive. I'd like to see Al at times try to get 30.
And that does it for us.
Muy bien again.
Thanks for tuning in.
Muchas gracias.
And we'll see you later.
De nada.
Nothing goes together like the Pacers and Indiana as we get ready for an interconference contest here in Indianapolis. This game is part of the travel schedule for Denver. Now, looking at their performance last year, they're about where you'd expect them to be, guys. They'd like to take that next step in a positive direction here, Steve, with a win.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Yeah, and that's got to be terribly discouraging for them. I mean, I know how badly they wanted to contend for a playoff spot, but it's just not happening.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Malone is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Batum, and it's Walker in at the point guard. Cousins with a screen for Walker. Screen by Cousins. Middleton with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And Middleton kicks to Malone. And here's Walker outside, and that one's good. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And a wide open look for Lee. The three-pointer no good.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Down low, and stolen by Doherty. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And the shot is good.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Walker against Lee. Screen by Cousins. And it's Walker penetrating. No good from Cousins.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
That is good. Tang's got his first points of the game.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Cousins with a screen on Lee. Malone kicks to Batum. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And here we can check out the story on Nicholas Batum. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Offensive rebound, McHale. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Middleton drives in. Outside, Walker. Wide open look. That one wide left.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Lee passes to McHale. Screen by Lee. McHale dishes to Harden. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Cousins with a screen for Walker. He dishes it to Malone. The Pacers pull it in. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that poorly, it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in that game too, guys. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys turned into a cold night for just about everybody.
Here's Batum after Brad Daugherty's basket. And it's Walker penetrating. Kicks to Cousins. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Cleveland.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
Now here's Middleton. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Malone. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Offensive rebound.
Well, use his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
Hits the front of the rim and out. The Nuggets trail.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And so it's Indiana with it. The Nuggets getting the bucket.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
To the inside. Here's Cousins. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Lee kicks to McHale. Back to Lee. Shoots off the step back. Lee can't get that one to fall.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Now, here's Cousins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Harden's shot is good.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Walker. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Middleton, a screen on Lee. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's a big high bounce and goes in.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Washington. They hold the first-place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Indiana Pacers. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, if the season were to end today, they'd find themselves right in the playoff hunt. That's some serious progress for a team that struggled so much of last year.
Unfortunately, the season doesn't end today. There's a long way to go, but still, it looks like they're on the right track.
McCollum, plenty of room to knock down the shot. McCollum's got his first points of the game. Indiana's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. And he overshot that one, missing. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And it's Walker penetrating. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Malone right side. And McHale pulls it down. McHale's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lee outside. And here's Harden for 3. Again, the miss by Harden.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And it's Walker penetrating. That's good. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 25-point game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Now here's Walker. Following the shot by Kevin McHale. McCollum up top, guarded by Harden. And here's McCollum. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Offline with his 3.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Lee against Batum. Lee passes to Gervin. Back to Lee. They need this one. And that one's good. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Malone a screen on Harden. McCollum dishes to Cousins. Rejected by McHale.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Harden kicks to Doherty. The 11-footer. They get it again. Out to Lee. Feeds to McHale. Pass to Doherty. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
That one falls for Doherty. For Denver, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Now here's McCollum, covered by Gervin. Picked by Horford. Here's McCollum. And again, Denver no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Johnson with it. Now defended by McCollum. Johnson, good. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here is Holiday. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Lee against Len. Shot on the wing. Len with the block. Lee passes to Doherty. 4 on the clock. He's off from 17 feet.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here is Holiday. Looking for his first basket still in this one. To end the run. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Indiana leading by 5. Doherty with the ball. Now guarded by Len. On the wing, Johnson. Gervin outside. The tray. Len grabs the board. The Nuggets trail by 5. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. Number 1, the Pacers.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That one is off. The Pacers making a change here. Lopez is checked in. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either. As good a foul shooter as he is.
Lee outside. Back to Gervin. Indiana again missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Outside Holiday. Trying to get back on track. No good off the back of the rim. Indiana leading by 5. Johnson dishes to Lee. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
From outside the arc. No luck. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
And I can't quit. All I know is...
And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor. You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level. And that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Plumlee, Holiday out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Horford. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And he gets the bucket. Plumlee's got his first bucket of the night.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Now here's Harden. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Moment here now for an injury report. And now Doris Burke has an update for us on C.J. McCollum. What's the news, Doris?
Kev, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Denver. Unfortunately, guys, he said it doesn't look good. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still a very young season. Hopefully, as early as it is, he has time to recover and help this team down the road. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
It sure doesn't. I mean, that's a really hard blow there.
For Indiana, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And the first one drops.
Harden doing it all. He has 11 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Kemba Walker's checked in for C.J. McCollum. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Gervin against Walker. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Shots good by Middleton. Here is Harden. He's got 12. Gervin outside. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Horford. The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's the teardrop. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. From 11 feet away, Walker with some nice D.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
McHale's checked in for Robin Lopez. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Denver. Up top, Plumlee. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Plumlee trying to break loose. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Holiday.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Harden the pass to Jokic.
And a moment to see numbers for Harden. Right around 25 points per, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Karl Malone's checked in for Denver. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Here's Dang. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail by 9. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. The dish to Walker. Malone, a screen on Gervin. Clock at 6. The steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Finished off the break. And now it's an 11-point Pacer lead.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
And now, let's hear it for your Pace.
we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We'll take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Nuggets, they just haven't had the type of record they've wanted.
And when I look at Denver, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
You're so right. I mean, some of the league's better teams can overcome a bumpy start and make a big push, but this team, not one of them.
Now here is Holiday. There's the screen. Cousins with a screen for Holiday. Down low. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
The Nuggets have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. Pacers leading by 10. Gervin outside. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Pacers for deep.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in his zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. Body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
Now here's Walker. He has 5. Pass to Cousins. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Here is Harden. He's got 17. And there's the pass to Jokic. Outside Holiday. Middleton up top. Left side Walker. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Cousins. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Brad Daugherty, he's checked in for the Pacers.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second. Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
And Walker kicks to Middleton. Screen by Cousins. And it's Middleton penetrating. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Indiana leading by 9. Now here's Gervin. 9 points last game out. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Shot left block. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Over in the corner, Cousins wants to get it to Malone and does. Goes back up. It's blocked. Here's Harden on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Here's Jokic, and the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And so it's Indiana with it. Screen by Lee. Harden against Holiday. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Nuggets trail by 11. Walker dishes to Batum. Back to Walker. Launches a three. Can't get it to go. So Indiana will take it the other way. Pass to Harden. Jacks up a three. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The kick out to Holiday. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Harden the pass to Johnson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's now 6 points now in the game for Stanley Johnson. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Cousins. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 10th in rebounding. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Glass eater.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Lenz checked in for Cousins, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Drew Holiday. And it's McCollum in the corner. He feeds it to Len. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And while we can, let's find out a little bit about the shooting guards around the league and which of them have had the most assists over the last 10 games. James Harden, number 1.
Well, when he's on the court, it's like having a second point guard out there. I mean, and in fact, his passing ability oftentimes rivals or surpasses some of the best point guards in our league.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to call him a true 2 guard because of how often their offense runs through him. Maybe he's more like a 1.5 guard.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Len.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
No good from Lee. The Nuggets trail by 13. And Batum kicks to Walker.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Harden, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him to the paint. And there's Karl Malone on the assist by McCollum.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Johnson with a screen on Walker. Lee kicks to Harden. From deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Batum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Walker against Lee, and it's Walker penetrating, drains it from 17 feet out. Walker's got 7 points in the game. Pacers leading by 11. Harden outside. Doherty the screen. Here's Biyombo. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Indiana, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
And Indiana making a change here. Lopez is checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Al Horford's checked in for Karl Malone. And Biyombo drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 13. Walker with it. 7 points in the game. He kicks it to Len. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Alex Len at the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here is Harden. 19 points in the game. Down low, here's Biyombo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Batum attacking. Can't get it to fall.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's McCollum following the score by Indiana. Off the pick. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Walker against Lee. And there's the feed to Biyombo. Picked by Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Harden. Can't hit. Great D that time from Batum.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep, though.
Pacers leading by 13. Lee outside. Lopez a screen, and it's Lee penetrating. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Miles Plumlee's checked in for Len. Pacers have shot 6 of 7 at the line. The Nuggets trail by 16. Walker dishes to Horford. Johnson against Batum. Back to Horford. Wide open. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Lee outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Batum. He's guarded by Johnson. Walker against Lee. Just 5 to shoot. And Walker kicks to Plumlee. Off target with the open look. Lee. No good. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Indiana out in front, leading by 17. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
DeMarcus, you guys seem to have a lot of opportunities to score, but have not been able to capitalize as much as usual. Is this something that you've talked to the team about?
That's something I've been preaching on. They're giving us a lot of opportunities, and we got to do something with it. So hopefully we can keep them missing shots and we can get something out of it.
Hopefully they're listening to your sermon, DeMarcus. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana? And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Ernie, they are way too weak defensively in the paint. They're getting walked over down low, giving up a ton of points. Barbecue chicken everywhere, with the sauce, without the sauce. We're having a Thanksgiving feast in here. That's a recipe for disaster. They cannot keep letting guys drive the lane, layups, lobs. Defense is weak, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Pacers leading by 17. McHale is out there with Dang. Then there's Doherty. Then it's Harden. And it's Lee in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now, here is Harden. 17-point lead, their biggest. Dang with the bucket.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Here's Malone, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Just 5 on the clock. They grabbed their own miss. McHale. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his second personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Kevin McHale taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And McHale drops them both. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Now Walker, he dishes it to Cousins. Kicks it to Middleton. Malone, a screen on Harden. And it's Middleton penetrating.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
It's his first trip to the line.
Chris Middleton. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Middleton hits them both. Pacers leading by 18. Stolen by Walker. And here comes Walker leading the fast break. Screen by Cousins. Middleton outside. Clock at 6. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Cousins has got 11 points.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Lee outside. Doherty the screen. And it's Dang in the corner. That's short off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Walker with it, and it's McHale picking him up. Cousins with a screen on McHale. McHale against Walker. Batum wide open. He fires. It's rebounded by Indiana. Doherty's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Doherty the screen. McHale with a screen on Walker. Lee passes to McHale on the wing. Harden. Indiana moving the ball around. Tries again. No good. Nice D from Cousins.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Walker with a clean look. And it's off from 3-point range. Pacers leading by 16. Dang attacking to the inside. McHale makes it off the glass.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside. A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now. 5th in fewest turnovers per game, 12th in opponent points per game, and they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
You know, and I go back to their low turnover numbers. It's not one of those stats that jump out at you, but trust me, turnovers kill you, and their ability to limit their mistakes has been huge.
Gervin's checked in for James Harden. Cousins dishes to Holiday. Malone a screen on Lee. Holiday goes in, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today.
Here's Lee. After Drew Holiday's score, the 11-footer, Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Cousins with a screen for Holiday. For 3, Middleton. They get it back. Here's Cousins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Lee. He's putting up 13 points a game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Cousins.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. 11 rebounds, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Lenz checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, a perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Now here's Dang. He has 7. Dishes to McHale. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, defense is a big part of these players' games. As the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. 5th on the list, Nick Batum.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, you'd think the energy they expend defensively would take away from their offense, but that's not the case. For most of them, a block leads to an easy basket or fuels their offense.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one falls for McHale. And McHale drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here is Holiday. Shot's good. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Dang with the buckets.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Batum. Feeds it to Cousins. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Cousins has got 15.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Outside Dang. Pass to Gervin. Fires from the line. No luck. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
2 teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said, these regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the
All right
long
now,
ball
gentlemen,
to go down.
2 shots.
Big points from outside.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. The Nuggets making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Middleton hits them both. Indiana leading by 12. Leaks to Gervin. Passes it to Jokic. Indiana moving the ball around. Dang against Middleton. Here's Gervin. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he's gone without a field goal, and that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
Cousins with a screen on Lee. McCollum kicks to Middleton. He goes up again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
DeMarcus Cousins. 2 shots.
All right now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Biyombo is checked in for Kevin McHale. He doesn't get the second one. Pacers leading by 11. Dang with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Biyombo kicks to Lee. Down low, here's Jokic, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 7.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Screen by Cousins. Cousins with a screen for McCollum. Up off the screen. Can't get the layup. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah. Got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now here's Lee. 11 points in the game. There's a screen. Lee with another miss.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Len a screen. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. The Nuggets with another miss. Pacers leading by 13. Lee outside. To the middle. It's deflected. Stolen by McCollum. An even 3-on-3 break. Holiday against Lee. Holiday left side. The dish to McCollum. Cousins with a screen on Gervin. Just 4 to shoot. They get it again. And the dunk by Len.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Now here is Holiday. He has 6. McCollum passes to Len. And Middleton now atop the key. Len a screen. McCollum dishes to Cousins. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Cousins has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Timeout charge to the Pacers. Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming over the court are your Pacers.
we have a chance. How about the numbers for McCollum? He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
Lopez, he's checked in for Indiana. Johnson comes in for Luol Deng. Plumlee, he's checked in for Denver. Horford comes in for Alex Len. Lopez a screen. Lee kicks to Lopez. The pass to Gervin. And he gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 11.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Cullen passes to Holiday. He feeds it to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. In the corner, Middleton with it. And it's Denver scoring again. Pacers leading by 9. It's blocked. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. James Harden, he's checked in for Indiana. And a switcher also for Denver. Walker's checked in. Johnson the screen. Harden kicks to Biyombo. There's the bucket. Good. Biyombo's got 6.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Pacers shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Here's Harden on the wing. He is guarded by McCollum. Stolen by McCollum. The kick out to Walker. Money from the wing. He's got 9.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Harden outside. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Turnovers continuing to be a problem here in this quarter.
They've been disjointed offensively, guys. I mean, they've given back some of the lead because of it.
The Pacers making a switch here. Doherty's checked in. Karl Malone's checked in for the Nuggets. And here's Walker. 9 points in the game so far. To the paint. Here's Malone. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Checking out the game Karl Malone is having. 9 points and 1 assist.
Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Harden dishes to Lopez. Good work defensively by Horford.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Walker the pass to Middleton. To the middle, Horford. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And we've reached the end of the third. Pacers lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Here's Walker. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Kemba Walker is out there with McCollum. Then it's Malone. Then there's Horford. And it's Batum in at the 3 slot.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Here's Gervin after the made shot from Karl Malone. And Gervin kicks to Harden. Fires at the elbow. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Harden's got 21 in the game. The Nuggets trail by 4. Outside, Batum. Up top, Malone. And Walker kicks to Horford. Stolen by Harden. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Here's Gervin. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Denver. And both free throws good for Gervin. Here's Walker. Outside, Batum. Here's Cousins. Can't hit. Some solid defense there from McHale.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Here's Malone. Following the score by Luol Deng. And Batum throws it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now here's McHale. Here's Harden. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for Indiana, James Harden. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, James Harden. Lee's checked in for Gervin. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Nuggets. Both shots good from the stripe. The Nuggets trail by 8. Pass to Malone. Outside, Batum. Over to the left wing. Here's Cousins. That one a little long. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Lee kicks to McHale. And there's the feed to Doherty. The 10-footer finds the target. And the Pacers lead by 10.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Here is Harden after Brad Doherty's basket. Lee kicks to Doherty. From 10 feet out. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Doherty's got 4 points in the quarter.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Screen by Cousins. Outside, Batum. Cousins inside. He's against McHale.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with the win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
Shooting for Indiana, DeMarcus Cousins at the line for 2.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. So he gets them both. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Harden against Holiday. Malone with the steal. Outside, Walker. Here's the screen. Cousins with a screen on McHale. Shot from the wing. And another miss by Denver.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And it's good. The Nuggets trail by 12. Walker dishes to Holiday. And it's Walker penetrating, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Take a look at what Kemba Walker's done. 9 points and 6 assists.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys. Stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
And Kelloggese, right? And
yes.
Kelloggese. The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Lee. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 14-6 run. And the jam by Harden.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Cousins. He kicks it to Walker. Shot clock at 5. Back to Cousins. Nice D from McHale.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Lee. From deep. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. There's Walker with the 3, but they'll get another chance. On the wing, Batum, guarded by Harden. Count the bucket. That's now 22 points for DeMarcus Cousins. Now here's Lee. He dishes it to McHale. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Malone.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
At the line for your Pacers, Kevin McHale. 2 shots.
And that one falls for McHale. And McHale drops them both.
So far in the game for McHale, 11 rebounds. The free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
And it's important, and you can tell that he understands that in terms of getting to the line.
Now here's Batum. Here's Cousins. Rebounded by Doherty.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Harden kicks to McHale. Cannot hit. Now Denver takes it the other way. Walker the pass to Holiday. Takes a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Holiday's got it back down to single digits for Denver. Pacers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
And now, let's hear it for your Pacers.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Nate McMillan address his team. His message? I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
Chris Middleton's checked in for Drew Holiday. Now, here is Harden. Lee outside. Doherty with the screen on Walker. 5 to shoot. Lee outside. Indiana again missing.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Middleton with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And Middleton kicks to Cousins. They set the screen. And it's Walker penetrating. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12. Pacers leading by 7. Lee outside. McHale up top. From 13, and the shot is good. McHale's got 10 points here in the second half. Outside, Walker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Harden dishes to Doherty. Outside Dang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doherty the pass to Lee. Looking to get back on track here. Misses off the right iron.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket for Middleton.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now, here is Harden, and that one's good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Walker with it. Kicks it to Cousins. On the wing, Batum. Screen by Cousins. A baseline J. Some solid defense from Doherty.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Lee. McHale outside. Shoots from the elbow. No good off the front iron.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Puts it up from 12. The Pacers pull it in. Doherty's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Harden kicks to Lee. Back to Harden. Rebound by the Nuggets. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Cousins inside. He's guarded by McHale. Malone can't hit. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Harden can't get it to go. Great D that time from Batum. The Nuggets trail by 7. Dishes to Cousins. Cousins with another miss.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Harden dishes to Lee. Dang gets a wide-open look. No good with the triple. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Feeds to Cousins. Trying to get back on track. Walker goes in. Back to Cousins. Cousins with another miss. Pacers leading by 7. 1:24 left in the 4th. Lee kicks to Doherty. Pass to Dang. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
There's been a change in this game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
And now, let's hear it. We go. East Base.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the 4th. Walker the pass to Cousins. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Cousins has got 6 points in the quarter. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
McHale against Malone. Doherty the screen. Lee outside. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3.
Absolutely making no contributions on the offensive end.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. Now here's Dang, and it's Dang again missing.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
Lee against Walker. Harden dishes to Doherty. Harden kicks to Lee. So it's Indiana picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd is not going to let this one slip away.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, congratulations on this win, James. And did you feel like the chemistry tonight with how the team continued to get you the ball made the difference in getting you into your rhythm?
Yeah, just stuck with it. You know, teammates kept encouraging me. I think we kept moving the ball and getting easy shots. They did a great job of looking for me.
It inspires great confidence when your teammates believe in you guys.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love, a player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.